took me a long time. Some hard lessons to learn what I know about chasing redemption.
ชันทารามหนีอดีตข้ามโลกไปกับลินฟอร์ดนักโทษชาวออสเตรเลียผู้ได้รับโอกาสที่2ให้เริ่มต้นชีวิตใหม่อีกครั้งที่มหานครแห่งจิตวิญญาณอย่างบอมเบย์ประเทศอินเดีย
Bombay was a place where everyone started new.
ได้รับการต้อนรับอย่างอบอุ่นโดยพราบูไกด์เพื่อนสนิทคนใหม่ที่พาเขาไปพบกับกลุ่มคนนอกคอกจากทั่วโลกหนึ่งในนั้นคือคาร์ลาสาวปริศนามากเสน่ห์มีคอนเนคชั่นอย่างเหนียวแน่นกับเจ้าพ่อย่านสลัมที่ใหญ่ที่สุดของเมืองอับเดลคาเดอร์คา
What do you want with him?
I just see someone who needs help to find their path.
ที่นั่นเองลินได้นำวิชาแพทย์ปฐมพยาบาลที่ร่ำเรียนมาใช้และค้นพบตัวตนใหม่ที่เขาตามหามานานแต่ทว่าเมื่อเหยียบมาดินแดนภารตะแล้วทุกอย่างย่อมมีราคาที่ต้องจ่าย
I want to be the man I was gonna be before all of this.
ชันทารามเป็นการสารฝันนักอ่านที่เฝ้ารอมากว่า2 ทศวรรษดัดแปลงจากนิยายตามหาจิตวิญญาณชั้นยอดของเกรกอรีเดวิดโรเบิร์ตส์ที่ร้อยเรียงประสบการณ์ตรงพาผู้อ่านแบกกระเป๋าไปสำรวจและทวงคืนศรัทธาความเป็นมนุษย์อย่างถึงแก่นตลอดการเดินทางกว่า944หน้ามันก็เต็มไปด้วยสีสันความรักโชคชะตามิตรภาพและทางแยกของชีวิตที่เหล่าตัวละครต้องตัดสินใจเลือกเดิน
In that moment, I didn't dare think I might be free.
วัตถุดิบคุณภาพอัดแน่นจนเป็นที่หมายปองของสตูดิโอค่ายใหญ่ในทีแรก Warner Brothers ประมูลได้สิทธิ์ในการสร้างไปจองตัวจอห์นนี่เดปมารับบทนำ
Oh, I think there would be no place to, no way to replicate that.
แต่ด้วยปัญหา108ทำให้โปรเจกต์หยุดนิ่งมานับ10 ปีผ่านมือผู้กำกับทั้งปีเตอร์เวียร์โปรดิวเซอร์ในตำนานอย่างเกรแฮมคิงจนมาเป็นรูปเป็นร่างที่ Paramount คิดใหญ่ทำเป็นมหากาพย์ซีรีส์จับมือกับสตรีมมิ่งสายคุณภาพอย่าง Apple TV Plus ถ่ายทอดเรื่องราวอันจับใจโดย Steve Lightfoot โชว์รันเนอร์สายเข้มจาก The Punisher และ Hannibal พร้อมเก็บกลิ่นอายมนต์สะกดของเมืองบอมเบย์เต็มที่12 เอพิโซดแบบที่ภาพยนตร์2 ชั่วโมงไม่มีทางทำได้อีกทั้งเจ้าตัวเกรกอรีเดวิดโรเบิร์ตส์เองก็พร้อมให้คำปรึกษาอย่างใกล้ชิด
We still find a way to balance our bad.
เนื่องจากเรื่องราวเกิดขึ้นในยุค 80 ทำให้ทีมงานต้องทุ่มทุนกว่า100 ล้านเหรียญเนรมิตฉากหลังกรุงบอมเบย์หรือที่ปัจจุบันคือมุมไบใหม่ทั้งหมดยกกองมาที่กรุงเทพมหานครช่วงล็อกดาวน์เสกสรรกลิ่นอายนิยายแบบเออร์เนสต์ เฮมิงเวย์ที่มีสเกลยิ่งใหญ่มหากาพย์แต่กลับมีเรื่องราวใกล้ชิดสุดซาบซึ้งทีมงานจึงต้องดึงแรงบันดาลใจมาจากหนังผจญภัยขึ้นหิ่งอย่าง Bridge on the River Kwai ที่ถ่ายทำที่ประเทศไทยหรือแม้แต่หนังมหากาพย์ในตำนานอย่าง Lawrence of Arabia
It's going to be fun
ในเมื่อปาเดฟถอนตัวนักแสดงที่เหมาะจะรับบทชายมากไหวพริบแต่ก็ร้ายเงียบอย่างลินฟอร์ดนั้นก็คงจะไม่มีใครเหมาะไปกว่าชาลีฮันแนนเคยคุมทั้งเยเกอร์ยักษ์ใน Pacific Rim และถือดาบ Excalibur ใน King Arthur กลับมาเล่นทีวีซีรีส์อีกครั้งในรอบทศวรรษหลังจาก Sons of Anarchy เพราะตกหลุมรักตัวนิยายเข้าอย่างจัง
This doesn't work if we don't trust each other.
ชันทารามเป็นการประสานกันอย่างกลมกลืนระหว่างสถานที่กับวัฒนธรรมอันเปี่ยมเสน่ห์ที่จะไม่มีทางเกิดขึ้นได้เลยหากไม่มีเหล่าตัวละครมากเรื่องเล่าตั้งแต่คาร์ลารับบทโดยแอนโทเนียเดสปลานักแสดงฝีมือน่าจับตาผู้จะมาถ่ายทอดเคมีแฟมฟาตาลหรือหญิงแกร่งพราวเสน่ห์ผู้เต็มไปด้วยความลับและกำลังมุ่งหน้าสู่หนทางการไถ่บาป
It doesn't work. Trust me.
รวมกับสาวน้อยชาวอเมริกันผู้กำลังหลงทางอย่างลิซ่ารับบทอิเล็กทราคิวเบ
Everyone here is running away from something.
และตัวเรียกเสียงฮาอย่างพราบูก็รับบทโดยนักแสดงละครเวทีมากความสามารถชับแฮม ซาราฟผู้เคยมีผลงานซีรีส์ Bodyguard
I'm number one guide in Bombay.
Thank you, but no.
Yes, sir. But only after 3 no's it is a true no.
เพื่อเจาะลึกเบื้องหลังแบบออกรถจอดอ Just Do It ก็ได้รับโอกาสจาก Apple TV Plus ให้พูดคุยกับทีมงานนักแสดงและโชว์รันเนอร์ Steve Lightfoot
We all have secrets.
I
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Hey guys, I'm Jerry from Just Do It Thailand. สวัสดีครับ
Hey, my brother.
Sawadika.
Steve.
Hi.
What brings you to Bombay, Lynn?
Nothing.
I think you guys might be familiar with this, right? สวัสดีครับ because you guys were shooting at Bangkok. How was it like filming here?
Unfortunately, we did not get to see the best. I've been to Thailand many times before. Unfortunately, for the first 4 months of us arriving to shoot, it coincided with the Delta lockdown, which I'm sure you remember was, pretty strict and limiting. So, we didn't really get to, unfortunately, experience all the best that Bangkok has to offer. But hopefully in success, if we're able to go back and do another season of the show, we'll come back and then Bangkok better look out because we got wasted time to make up for.
Waiting for you.
Come on.
Please come back. Please come back.
I'm not going back empty-handed.
We loved it. It was an amazing experience. We loved Bangkok. It was locked down when we were there, but like the experience that we had anyway was just
Because
fantastic.
it meant that we saw the city in a state that I don't think would ever happen again. And so we got to see the country without anybody around and empty streets. And I think, sure, there's an extremely vibrant feel to Bangkok, which I'm sure we'll experience in the future. But it was an amazing experience. And our wonderful set designer, Chris Kennedy, recreated the most phenomenal sets. And when we were on the actual shooting stage, we could have never told that we were not in India. So we're very, very grateful.
And the Thai crew, so amazing. Incredible.
At a time, it's like it feels like, it's COVID, right? But at the same time, like you can feel the Bangkok without the traffic and everything.
Yeah,
for sure.
cool. Right.
Yeah, that was cool.
You're lucky I was here.
Maybe you're my guardian angel.
Definitely not. There's too much devil in me for that.
Thailand was amazing for us. We shot there for 12 weeks, I think. As you know, the pandemic was tough for everyone, but we were in very controlled locations. And so once we got to work, we had this amazing team of people who looked after all that and kept us all very safe. So once we got to work, obviously we had to wear masks and things, but the shooting day didn't feel so different. In some ways, the bigger issue as we got to August, September was all the rain in the afternoons. We'd all have to go running for cover when the thunderstorms came. But no, we had an amazing crew in Thailand. They did such fantastic work.
Well, great, man. I can see that, and everyone will see it soon. It's like you transformed Thailand into Bombay, which is stunning, and I don't see it as Bangkok or anything. It's like the production, so good. What I like the most in the series is the chemistry between you guys. I mean, oh my God, you guys are like brothers, right? And how can you manage to do that kind of synergy?
It's an interesting one because I jumped on the project kind of late, which meant that me and Charlie never got a chance to meet. First time we actually met was the scene where Lynn and Prabhu first, Charlie put it really well, commune. It's a scene where Prabhu brings him into his home in the slum and they drink and smoke for the first time and something happens. That was the first scene I shot on the entire series and the first time I actually met Charlie and a lot sort of was riding on that scene, like this whole relationship was riding on that scene and we didn't know what to do, but we sort of just went in, gave it our best shot and something happened. And I think that's indicative of the relationship between them. It's like they don't know where it's going, but they sort of put their 100% into it and by hook or by crook, something happens.
Yeah.
Come home with me.
How do you prepare for such a complex and pivotal role, Antonia?
I have a really lengthy process. So I do the Stanislavski approach. So I do all my prep based on the Stanislavski method. And then I obviously had a lot of details in the book that I wanted to stay true to, but also in our show, the character is a lot more multi-dimensional and is less of an enigma. And I really needed to make her human and make her relatable to people. And, in the book, they talk about the fact that her wardrobe is divided in terms of the clothes that she wears in certain occasions. And I really wanted to translate that in her behavior in order to make her as unpinnable as possible and as unobtainable, and to sort of create that mystery around her, and yet to allow the audience to see vulnerable moments of Kana so that they can feel for her and actually find a little bit of love for her action, even though sometimes they do not align with her morals.
You can be free of anything but yourself.
Electra, how do you feel being a part of the exiles, the misfits, as I can call?
I mean, I am an exile.
We both are.
From Sweden and Australia, living in America for the past 5 years. So I guess we had to draw on that, both of us, being exiles in Bombay for in the show.
Is she for real?
Did you guys read the book before?
Yeah, I read the book. First time coming to Thailand. My friend Eric Singer, the day before I got on a plane, I was going to go to Railay Beach. Railay and Krabi. You know, Krabi over to Railay Beach. So we were... Yeah. So we were going over there for 8 days. My friend gave me this, and I just got obsessed with the novel. It's 980 pages, and I read the whole thing while I was in Thailand. So I didn't see very much of Thailand, but I fell in love with India in that trip. So it was kind of, you know, ironic and beautiful that we ended up coming full circle and ending up shooting the show in Thailand.
For a man who doesn't want trouble, you keep interesting company.
Adapting this kind of material and a character like Gregory David Roberts must be quite a task, I presume.
Yeah, but, you know, a great one. I mean, I was a huge fan of the book. You know, I'd read the book a bunch before the job came my way. I was really excited to take it on. But yeah, it's a big book. But, you know, I had a lot of conversations with Greg early on. You know, he was incredibly generous with his time. You know, like with adapting anything, you just start working out how it turns into episodes of TV.
Because it's like a big book and you have to like expand it, right? It's not gonna fit into the 2-hour film.
No, well, you know, that's probably where I was lucky. I mean, you know, whatever it was 15 years ago, was just starting in the industry and was very jealous that this book I loved was being turned into a film. And luckily for me, they couldn't pull it off. So, you know, it was a little bit of a dream come true when 15 years later it landed on my desk.
This place is not working without everyone helping each other.
Such extraordinary character, right? Mr. Gregory David Roberts. Like, it must be quite a task for you to like work it out, right?
Yeah, I mean, on the page and sort of reading about him and seeing him, I felt very daunted. And I'll not speak for my whole peer group, but as an actor, I'm always daunted by every character. You know, the question like, are you going to bring it, you know, alive enough to sort of meet what it sort of demands, you know? And when you're playing somebody who's still alive, that is just tenfold and intimidating. And so, but the beautiful opportunity to actually meet Gregory David Roberts sort of, you know, really ameliorated all of that for me, because we just loved each other. And I saw a lot of myself in him, and I think he saw a lot of himself in me. And as we walked around, we were in Jamaica together, everyone thought that we were father and son. And we don't look that similar. I really think it was a spirit thing. And so that alleviated a lot of my fear about bringing this guy to life, because I felt in some part that we were connected in some way.
Fate saw fit to throw us together.
What's the difference between your previous works like Punisher and Hannibal? I think it's so very new and like departure from all of your works, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. I mean, certainly those two were pretty dark. You know, back in the day, I used to work in comedy, so I've done a bunch of things. But, you know, what I love about the book, and I wanted to get into the show, is it's quite an old-fashioned adventure. You know, it's very escapist. I just wanted it to be really entertaining, moving, you know, like a lot of those big old epic movies, you know, from the 60s and 70s, you know, Dr. Zhivago, these kinds of things, you know. I sort of wanted to say, well, let's give the TV show some of that.
Yeah, I can feel like it have a sense of a bit of Lawrence of Arabia kind of thing into it also. And I think I love that. I love that film. And I can see it all over this amazing series. I can't wait for Thai people to see it, and also around the world.
The first thing I noticed was the smell. In that first Bombay minute, I didn't recognize it, but I do now. It was the smell of hope.
Can I ask you, did you see any of Thailand, or did we fully trick you?
I think it's so like very well done that I can't see that it's Thailand at all. All I see is Bombay. So it's like, well, I can see some of the buildings like, well, that looks like near my alley or something, but it's not that quite like, oh, on point, on spot like Thailand.
Yeah.
No, thanks to the production designer that they do a pretty good job on it, right?
Yeah, he's excellent.
Okay, you win.
I'm so glad that I finally see you guys because I love Shantaram. I watched the 5 episodes into the series and I enjoy it throughout.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Kapun ka.
Well, come back next time. I would take you for a tour.
Please, can we do that? I got a feeling you know the places to go.
Yeah, so many places. I have so many friends that I want you to meet.
All right.
It'll be a trip of lifetime.
It's a date. I mean, you know, if it all goes well, hopefully, you know, around April, May of next year, hopefully we'll make it over there. So we're gonna look you up.
Yeah. Okay, man. So that's a date.
It's a date. Bam.
Hold you
forward to it.
Every day on the run is your whole life. There's hope and excitement in the new.
See you guys next time, next year. You promise, okay?
Promise.
ขอบคุณครับ Okay, see you guys.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ไว้เจอกันคราวหน้าครับผม
Thanks so much. Bye bye.
I was a wanted man with a price on my head, on the run with no home and no country. But for now, I was free. Why do you have been Saga like that? I know what I did, what I need to pay for.
When I ask something of you, you will do it, or this place will burn.
Shantaram สตรีมได้แล้ววันนี้ที่ Apple TV Plus เท่านั้น
Guess I need to be running towards something, not away from it.
ก่อนจากกันไปบอกพวกเราหน่อยครับว่าทำไมคุณถึงอยากดู Shantaram ถ้าคุณรักการดูซีรีส์ก็อย่าลืมกดซับกดแชร์กดไลค์และกดปุ่มกระดิ่งแจ้งเตือนเอาไว้เพื่อไม่พลาดหลากคอนเทนต์สุด Exclusive เจาะลึกถึงวงการบันเทิงกว่าใครที่เดียวที่จอดอ Just Do It พิมพ์ Just It ภาษาอังกฤษส่วนดูภาษาไทย